It's time to hog the airwaves with bikers' first-hand adventures across the country. Ride with us. Keep yourself informed on issues, events, and everything else bikers want to know. The road is their home, and it's time to find out where are they now.
Folks, I got the guru on the phone here, Michael Lichter, man. How you doing, Michael?
Awesome, Charlie. Thanks for your call.
Man, hey, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, brother. And, your work is amazing, man. And it's just, you even shot a couple of shots of me there, and I was just, like, melted on the stage, you know?
Oh, you're great, man. I love to watch you perform.
Well, I think you're a big factor, too, on how I got the cover in Europe, That guy seen you taking pictures of me, ran right over to me, goes, "You got to be somebody," So it's pretty cool, man. Anyway, how did you first get into shooting bikes and stuff? When did you first get interested in shooting?
Yeah, Charlie, I just always do what I love to do, and I've been taking photos since I was a little kid. Had a darkroom since I was 13, and when I was older, a friend of mine loaned me his 47 knuckle chopper. And it wasn't too long after that I was riding back from San Francisco on my shovelhead that I bought 31 years ago. And I started taking pictures of it and pictures from it and pictures from the towns I went through and the people I met. And the rest is history. I just kept doing it.
Wow. It's amazing. Now, hey, you've shot a lot of the greats and, Indian Larry and some of the folks that ain't here anymore, But, you shot some cool shots. And do you have any stories of some, when you went to do some of these shoots where just some crazy stuff happened or, things wasn't going right or the weather wasn't right or the shoot you would do? Some, kind of crazy there.
Charlie, that'd be thousands of stories because every photo is a story, truly.
Yeah.
And, after 30 years of doing this now, you go out and it's funny looking back. For me, it's kind of like my own personal diary, looking through all those pictures because I was there for every one of them. And there is a lot of craziness. Sometimes crazy stuff with weather, like you say, or crazy stuff that just happens on a shoot. Every shoot is unique, and a lot of that stuff is what makes the shoots interesting. You just mentioned that about Larry, and I was thinking one time I was supposed to go out shooting with Larry. I did a number of times. But one time I was waiting for him after his build-off in Sturgis, and we're waiting over by out east of town a few miles at the full throttle, and Paul Cox is sitting with me, and we're waiting, and the sun was dropping faster. I finally said, "We got to go," and as it turns out, we didn't know this, but Larry just couldn't get his bike running that day, so he never did make it out there. But I went out there with Paul, and I said, "Come on, Paul, let's just go and get some shots before it gets dark." And I got some really cool shots of Paul riding next to me. There's one, it's actually it's a limited edition print, which I do exhibit some of my own work, and I call it Looking Back. And he's just looking over his right shoulder, and you see a piece of my bike on the right side of the frame, and the sun's already down, and the light is gorgeous, and Bear Butte's in the background, and he looks just the epitome of what being a biker is. He just looks awesome. But, those are the kind of things that the weather was starting to go, and you'd think, oh, it's too dark to shoot, but we still went out and we did it. And Larry didn't show. We could have said, well, let's forget it. But things happen. Every time you deal with them, you move forward, and neat stuff can happen.
Well, that's one of the signs of being a pro. When I played with John Lee Hooker, he used to have this saying, turn lemons into lemonade.
There you go.
And a pro can take a messed up situation and turn it into money. Or turn it into the money
that
shot.
Shot actually has been used a number of times now. It's on the cover of a Sturgis book I have, and it's been used for several things. But as far as lemons to lemonade, sometimes it's not quite that lucky, and sometimes it's just hard work because people say, oh, do you wait to get inspired to go out? And it's like, I don't have that luxury, man. I'm paid to be here, and if I have a 32-page special to produce for Easy Riders as an outsert on Sturgis or Daytona every year, you just got to get out and put your left foot in front of the right foot and keep going and start shooting, and then hopefully you're inspired. You just start shooting and you make things happen.
Well, just like when you send me an email and you're going to be in Mexico and you went to Europe and a lot of places I go when I travel because I'm a musician, right? And the youngsters go, man, man, you got such a good life, and you get to travel all over, and you have any tips on how to get about doing this? And I don't know about you, but I know me. I just tell them, hey, you just got to go do it. You got to take the hard knocks. I mean, at first you got to have a tough skin, because sometimes you get the, oh man, you don't know what you're doing. You can't sing good or whatever, and you just got to get through that and just keep going. The people that make it are the ones that never give up and just, get with the right people, and the mentor thing, you got to get with the right folks, and man, I'm sure when you first started with Easy Rider, I mean, you got to, really, that was a blessing right there,
Well, it's pretty amazing because that's allowed me to do so much of what I do now, and I'm not just shooting for Easy Riders. There, certainly a lot of what I do. I'm going down on the El Diablo run this Wednesday to Mexico for them.
Wow.
But I take lots of other things. I'm going to show some work in Italy in a couple weeks, and then judging a bike show in Sweden, come back to Ohio Bike Week. It's like one thing after the other. But that has been fortunate enough to allow me to do a lot of other stuff. So I just got back from shooting Indian Motorcycles, their new bike down in Charlotte, near Charlotte, North Carolina, a few days ago. Their first new production bike.
Are you going to be at the thing over here in Half Moon Bay?
I really wanted to go, but and I talked about it with Easy Riders. We were thinking about doing it, and then I think somebody from the office may go, and I accepted a speaking engagement, photography deal. So that weekend I'm tied up anyway with something else. Yeah. I'd love to go, though. It sounds great.
Oh, yeah, I went like 2 years ago, and Steve McQueen's son was there, and it was just amazing.
Oh, it sounds really
cool
good.
Bike. Hey, so you have any tips for any upcoming photographers that would, I'm sure they're listening to the show, that would just, some advice from the, and, of course, I don't know if you like this or not, but I kind of call you the guru of the, or the Tom Landry of the motorcycle world. I mean, that's my thing for you. That's what when I talk, I'm always saying good shit about you, so I'll be talking, I'll go, yeah, man, I go, Michael Lichter's like the Tom Landry of the shooting motorcycles and stuff, so. Yeah.
I appreciate that. As far as advice, I do get a lot of younger people that call me or write me. They want to show me pictures, want to critique or advice. And the thing I always say is just keep doing what you love. I've had people, they show me pictures, and they're great, and I'm encouraging. There's always room for talent out there in this world. I know it's tough. It's tough in photography. The economy's tough in this country now. But if you're good and if you're persistent, I think that works, I mean, somebody once came and showed me a business plan, and I said, put that in the trash, and then I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. Let me see your pictures.
Right.
Go out and shoot and enjoy what you're doing, and the rest should happen. But, you do need to be a bit tough, too. You got to have a thick skin.
Right.
You got to be able to face some rejection, because we all do that. We've all had to do it.
Well, what I really admire about you is, man, you're a real guy, just a regular guy. I mean, first time some rogue was going, that's Michael Lichter. I was like, oh no, like, whoa. And then when I got to meet you, man, you're just, a really mellow, regular guy,
I don't know how mellow I am, but...
Well, I mean, around me anyway.
I
never seen the bad part. I don't know. I mean, I do that too at the studio sometimes. God damn it, it's a C note, a C. God damn. So, but hey, Michael, your book too, your book's amazing. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I've got 8 books, and hopefully should have a 9th one here pretty soon. Working on an S&S project for having to do with their 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of work coming around. That's in June. We'll be going and shooting all those bikes that are
I never knew you had eight
made.
books. Wow, I should have did some more research, man. Eight books, huh?
Well, just keep going.
Wow, man, that's unbelievable. 8 books, and you're working on a new one.
Yep.
Wow. Well, if you ever need any music to go along with those pictures when you get ready to do the movie stuff, let me know, okay?
I know where to go, Charlie. Cool.
I got to write a song about you sooner or later. It's going to take a lot of time because you're one of those guys. You got to take your time when you're writing about the guru.
All righty. Well, thank you, Charlie.
Hey, Michael, thank you very much for being on the show, man. And, hey, folks, you can go to Michael with your website. You want to shout that out?
www.lichterphoto, LICHTERPHOTO.com. Lichterphoto.com.
And look, when you're out on the road and you see them, go hang out and say, tell them Charlie sent you.
Yeah, they may even see me hiding on the side of the road as they go by, getting their picture, and wonder who was that masked man.
Michael, we love you, man. You're an icon in this business, man, and much love and respect to you, brother.
Take care, Charlie.
All right.
Thanks. Bye now.